It's still up in the air. All we're trying to say really is that anything is possible for this Armada squad. Maybe a little bit of Kevin Garnett stands out there on this team, but let's move into the action. Sanguine up against Armada. Should be Tom and Tolly on the call.
It should be, and it will be. Here we are on the cast. Sanguine, here they are in the game. Armada, well, there they are in the game as well at finish. So no big deal. Picking up speed and going directly to blue. That's the change right there. Now left-hand side, Gino could be in trouble. Panatop finds the stun. And number one, first blood for Sanguine. And they're not done yet. They're looking for Russian Poppy.
They does not have the Rising Jaguar. This level 1 Shibalanke is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Keep in mind, Panita with the speed buff. Once they start rolling around in the mid to late game. Outside of her, there's also Guan Yu you got to worry about. Baskin's kind of baiting himself out on purpose though, because Scream right around the corner.
And Baskin losing some HP, but not enough. Hardcore gonna get last hit by Scream. A nice easy job. And Nasha's looking for that speed buff, and it will go to Scream, who finds it. Now wrong, you only level 2 here on the support. We'll get slowed down and controlled. There's a little bit of spin. That'll be off the mark. Gino can't find it, but the basic attack damage and the snap.
Wow, that is so unfortunate. And that's the difference between it still had the beat, still had the Valkyrie's discretion.
Well, damage over the Oracles. Not Gino taking a ton of damage. Still going to go aggressive, even though he has 1 HP. Looks for the single knockup and walks away. Wrong, you in trouble. Scream finds kill number 3. Bang, bang, 300 for the Nemesis.
I can't believe Gino didn't.
That's really what he's hung his hat on for so long. He's best player in the world, blah, 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 blah. Well, where do all those superlatives come from? Why are people so high on him? And it's because of plays like that. His ability to just find these mechanical moments.
It's his quick decision making as well. Meerkat getting caught off guard in the mid lane. Looking at the
boosted basics. The big boy branching bola boosted basics.
All the bees.
Wrong you now trying to run away as he says, my bee, but he ain't chilling, dude. Meerkat puts the fire on top, number 4 for Arm. Seems to be played basic attack oriented, and I'm eager to see where the rest of this build goes because I think it's going to be a lot of this.
Oh, Yarkor up and down, but yet again getting abused. No real way to get out of that one, but Panita was pretty close to that right side of the map. And speaking of other side lane action, Netroid finding a solo kill.
Russian Poppy couldn't hang down a level against the Freya. Freya finds the kill. Fantastic job.
Also, the power curve from Netroid is insane. Demonic Grip Telekines with pen boots, only sitting at tier 2 Aussies, what I'm assuming is going to be for Russian Poppy. Only 45 stacks from the Devil Gloves. That was not a fight he could win.
Well, now Rongyu's not going to win this fight either. Big Agni damage. Scream finds a last hit. Netroid. The split push as everybody fighting in the middle lane. Kraken! Even after the fact, I think. Baskin hanging up some of the tower.
Get him, Gino. Get him!
Gino finds a knockout on Panatom. The damage is big. Tier 1 tower in the mid lane will crumble. As Baskin finds himself farming by the Phoenix. That's happening. Panatom looking for the punish, and Shinta will join. Panatom has to jump out. Baskin just doing Baskin things, as we've said for years on years.
Shinta might be dead.
Level 18 Amaterasu finds the kill. Number 8 for Armada. And Amaterasu, Baskin. What's going on here? He's out of control, Anatoly.
This is just the amount of sustain that Amaterasu gets when you stand switching Netroid without an ultimate, without an Aegis, without a life now. In a 5-on-3 power steal potential, it's still worth zoning out.
Armada. They get the Oni Fury. Now Hardcore, ultimate down, turns around with Thorns. Scream could be in trouble as the Bologna's still looking for everything. Here comes help though with the Jormungandr. Hardcore finds him with the hammer. And that's going to be a great look for Sanguine. Not done yet though. Up and down. Meerkat from the sky to the ground.
Sometimes you just got to know when to let a play go and when to let it die. You just got the Fury. Give up the play. Yeah, sure, Yarkor does Eagles rally in and completely out of position.
Doesn't seem to mind. There's a lift and good enough. Sanguine take the Pyromancer, and Baskin looking for 2 players. Nice avoidance by the support. It doesn't seem to matter. Baskin shoots him in the brain. 1v3. Now dealing with the Freya damage, and that might prove to be a little bit too much. There it is. Up, down. Baskin falls down to the hand of the solo lane Bologna. And here comes Gino.
Still looking for more Russian Poppy without mana. World Serpent needs to find one more hit as Russian Poppy gets that last hit. And Gino over the mid lane wall, finding the Kali, making it a 3-for-1. Make that 4, actually.
Meerkat with Netrioid sleeping. Wake up. Wake up. It's bedtime.
Man, we could talk about this.
Armada doing the Fire Giant, all sorts of wrong. Wrong, you gonna get knocked up real quick. And Sanguine snatch it away.
Okay.
You were talking about the ability to steal Speed Camp, but the ability to steal Fire Giant a little bit more I mean, look at the mid lane has an entire new item. So
Oh my goodness.
that's a look.
Gino taking a lot of damage, forced to go into the World Serpent, breaking out the lights as Russian Poppy. Panino couldn't even get the ultimate off. Great knockup.
The damage coming out to defend.
Round 2, Rongu. You got this. It was a sash last time.
Fire Giant down to 25, and blinking is going to be the rest of Armada. Shinto gets 1 kill onto Gino, though, and he beads his away. Hardcore punished. It's a solo for support.
Baskin getting chased out as well. Netra doing a lot of damage to him as Rongu is chasing out Russian Poppy, looking to take him up in the sky.
Here's Netrioid going to the sky as well, finishing off the Poppy. Shinto in trouble as Scream takes care of him, and Rongu on the run, surrounded by 3 players. All of them get hit by the sash damage, but the rest of Armada on the offensive. Panatom stuns for a moment.
That was a good blink stun from Panatom, but it just wasn't enough. Netroid now back in the mix. Needs a couple more hits onto Mirko, but he's out of mana. Scream with another kill. Only wrong.
And with this wave of minions plus Basket and Scream, the tier 2 should fall. Rongyu's going to be the target. Maybe Rongu will fall. Yes, he will.
This Nemesis, Amaterasu, not
See Nick evolve, both very strong. Atalanta's bow, very strong pseudo-fatalis effect. Hardcore, jumping up and down, getting 2 players stunned, but wishing he did anything else. Big Kraken damage, Shinto gets 1. Russian Poppy's gonna be next. Double kill for the Kraken man as Meerkat takes him down. But the big boy worm does what he can as Netrioid takes care of Baskin. It's a 2 for...
You're only anticipating the big mage damage from the front side, where you can see them coming from their base. So once that happens from the flank and get blindsided, Kraken decimating everybody. You mix that deadly water damage with the fire damage from the Fire Giant. There was no way that Russian Poppy could escape all that AoE damage. He had to invest the Rising Jaguar to get away from the pools, but then that just puts him in the line damage instead. In the mid lane. Bomb from Meerkat, forced to dash away backwards. Baskin not going to commit quite yet. Tower is going to go down, but look at Scream on the backside.
Panatom's there as well, and Scream's going to find him lurking. Tier 2 falls, but the fight after the fact's a different story. Armada support going all the way to the back line with the big boy Jormungandr ult. 2 players in blue very low, but Baskin's the lowest. Netrioid finds kill number 5 as the Valkyrie is on a killing spree. There's the shots from above. Scream still looking for it, but a disciplined Armada, however.
You know that point when you're frustrated with all the magical damage you've been dealing with, to the point where you're buying Bulwark of Hope?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Baskin did right there.
Yeah, he's just been over and over again, and Netrioid does it to Russian Poppy as well. Kill number 16 for Sanguine. They try to put themselves in the driver's seat, and they show up anyway. Here's the lift onto Baskin. The Kraken sets him up, and he uses the ultimate to get out, or at least try to get out. Finally, scribbles away, and Panatom writes it down. Baskin, that's the obituary. Panatom now continuing to push on, looking for Meerkat. The damage is big, the damage is done. Looking for Scream, the damage is big, the damage is done. Netrioid gets 2. Gino goes down to the hand of Shinto as well. Sanguine looking real strong here in the late game, taking care of Armada. 4 players on the bench, they're gonna push for the Phoenix.
They're looking for it. It's only Russian Poppy alive. Rongu off the mark there with his ultimate. The whoop is good. The Whirlpool even better. That is a deicide. This might be game effed up, but they don't really have any of their front line to tank the Titan.
Panatom needs to be the primary damage dealer as far as one concerned with the objective. Here's the Titan. Netrioid able to deal some of this burst. No ultimate available. 14 seconds till Baskin, and they're just not going to need it. Sanguine take game number 1
Wow.
above Armada.
It's still a best-of-3 set, so Armada will have their chance to bounce.
It's immediately. I
Yes.
don't think that this is a composition that is really a lot of them.
Tom and Totally take it away.
Armada versus Sanguine. This is going to be an interesting one. Looking to see how Armada answers back after Mazats versus King Arthur as one of the suitable exchanges. Scream going to show his face here and might ruin it for Hardcore as soon as we start the conversation.
He's fine.
Is he?
Yeah, he's fine.
After Scream misses the jump, he certainly will.
Even if he did land the jump, if anything, Scream would have taken that mini aggro, but now that Yarkor goes back in to the 1v2, I don't think he is fine, but Panito looking to clean up.
And there's a slow, and the damage will be quick and painless. Scream goes down, Baskin could be next, but instead, here comes the Jormungandr. Hardcore to the right, Panatum to the left. Love that split up.
The melee minion, Panitum, not done yet, trying to make his presence
Nice
onto
play.
Meerkat.
But there's the stun, and Rongyu comes in to finish off what his jungler started thanks to Scream, and the ultimate will miss, and Rongyu will have to walk the other direction. It doesn't matter, though. Shinto with the double un as he finds 2 underwater.
Does have the most player damage after that double kill.
Did
in the mid
Detroit
lane.
avoid the ultimate? I think he did. Walked around the corner and just said, nope, I won't look at you. Here's Johnny, and Netrioid buzzing around. Will ice some of the nonsense of Agni, but will heal herself, no problem. Other side of the map, Baskin can't do any such thing. Armada still with 0 kills, and Sanguine.
Tower can't save the tower, needs to save his life with his ultimate.
There's the jump down. The speeds are going to be good for Meerkat, and Scream is able to turn that around. Shinto takes care of 1, though. Despite Armada getting on the board, they lose 2. From 6 to 8 goes Sanguine.
The gank was an important one when they did kill Scream.
Very
that was
much
sitting
so.
at level 2, giving him a huge lead, finishing off the Golden Blade and all the other katanas. Meerkat lands on a whirlpool to the watery grave.
One more time, though. Going
Still
all
casing
in.
it.
Gino gonna walk away from the ultimate, and here's the other ultimate from the Fear No Evil. That said, Shinto pops 1. Hardcore from the back line. Patatom gonna show up as well. Hardcore with the double kill.
Gonna get stunned out, taken up with the Windfire Wheels. Netroid waiting for him, as is a whirlpool.
There's trouble as Baskin gets 1, but will get taken out. Sanguine still pushing forward. Russian Poppy gets popped. Hardcore says hola.
That gonna back on out there. Now Gino gonna get turned on in a 1v3.
There's a big ultimate from Russian Poppy, but it won't hit. Needs to just be a little bit closer for Armada. Oh, Russian Poppy, what could have been. Now Sanguine getting aggressive. Rongyu grabs Meerkat, level 16 all. He'll land in the pool, and the bat won't find the damage, but Meerkat will. Meanwhile, on the back line, trouble coming out as the Kraken is exposed, and Shinto takes care of Baskin. 2 for none.
This might be game F'd out. They just lost Middle Phoenix
They
with
need
Yar,
more.
with Panitum, and with the 2 picks onto Gino and Baskin. Now look
That's
at
more.
Russian Poppy forcing out the Aegis. Meerkat trying to save his Hunter's life, but Yarkor clips the wall.
Frankly, just walk up this lane and do it. Not by yourself, though, Shinto. This is how you throw a lead.
Oh, but already finding 1 kill does force the jump from Scream. Panitum gonna look to avenge his fallen mid laner. Scream using the beats, but it's not enough to.
Basket looking for Hardcore, who immediately goes into the ultimate. And Russian Poppy's going to be the target for the Najah. Netrioid takes care of Gino on the floor, and Patatom puts a Russian Poppy underneath it. 2 people here. They're trying. Baskin's trying to keep Sanguine off the Titan, but that's all she wrote. 2 games, and Sanguine beat Armada in competition.